I will take the pages out. I will make sure the spine of it is sturdy. I may reinforce it with cardboard, and then I will turn this into a journal. Hey, welcome back to Life with Java. It is 9:30 at night, 9:26 at night, and this is the first time all day that my house is quiet. When Jackie's home from work, it stays pretty busy and pretty chaotic in here. But I wanted to go ahead and make a video for you guys before I put all of the items away that I got at the thrift store today. As you saw in one of my previous videos, when Keisha was here, we all made journals together. We had a lot of fun doing that. Keisha made her journal for Ava, and Ava and I, for those of you who don't know, Ava is my 11-year-old granddaughter. She has been FaceTiming me every night, and we've been doing our journal together. I've sent her some journal supplies, and she has a journal that matches mine on the cover, but her mom made hers different on the inside. So, all that to say, we have really been enjoying our journal time. I won't show you too much of it, but we've been doing a gratitude journal of 31 days of gratitude, just all different things to write and do. We are having a great time with this. In doing this, in making these and in doing this, I have really fallen in love with journaling. I said this on the last video, I'm not the type to actually write in it. I do that because Ava enjoys it, and it's something we can do together. And you know, I love having time with my granddaughter, even when she doesn't live close to me. But I am on a mission to start junk journaling. I have started gathering supplies. I've started saving different kinds of trash. Today I saved a Propel label. I saved this from the mail. You know, I thought it would be cute to have the check mark or the X. I thought maybe the question marks over here or the envelope here. I saved this off of a cat scratcher that we bought Pixie for her birthday. I thought it would make a cute frame. I can make a design in here, put a sticker in here, put another cutout of a person or even a cat or who knows what in here. So I have been working to save things to make a junk journal. I have also been saving the big brown packaging that comes in Amazon boxes, and I'm cutting that up smaller to actually make my junk journal pages with. So in this quest to find all different things to make a junk journal with, I went to the thrift store today, and I went to one that I haven't been to in a long time. Jackie and I went and browsed around together. This thrift store is we're the Council of the Blind here. All their proceeds go to help the blind people. So I always like shopping there when I can, and their prices are very reasonable, so much cheaper than our Goodwill. I don't know about you guys where you live, but our Goodwill has brand new prices for very terrible quality products. But before I put these away, I did make a short reel from Pixie with her little cat toy that you'll see, her little cat scratcher toy that we got her for her birthday. I have already posted a reel for the burp cloths that I bought Tate today at the thrift store, and I posted a short video of my thrift store haul there, because there are a lot of people on YouTube that love junk journaling and they like to see what people find at thrift stores. But I still wanted to go ahead and include this in today's video because I think, you know, as my regular viewers, you guys might want to see it also because you just like to see what we're getting up to and what we've done with the journals that we created when Keisha was here. And I'm going to give you a little bit more in-depth look. I just showed them very quickly on the short. So to start out with today, at the Council of the Blind, well, let me show you the burp cloths really quick. These are so soft, and you know I live in Texas, and you know my grandbaby doesn't live in Texas. I thought these would be so cute to send him. Just a little yeehaw from Nana in Texas. We have the cow print. I don't think these are used. I think they're brand new. I paid 99 cents a piece for them. We have this one. I love the old Western stuff, and you know, Texas doesn't really have a whole lot of cowboys anymore. Definitely we don't ride the range and things like this, but we do still have cowboys that work on ranches. So these are still very fitting for here, and I just thought they were absolutely adorable. So that is not actually part of today's video. That was your little bonus. just because I love you. You know, I really love each and every one of you guys that watch my videos. I appreciate you so much coming back, you know, time after time and watching the video and commenting and, you know, just taking that time out of your day. So I definitely want to give you guys the scoop on everything because I know you will be interested in it. So to make my junk journal, I've been watching different videos of how you can take an old hardback book and you can take these pages out. And when I first read that, part of me was like, you know, I'm a book lover. I love to read. Part of me was like, no, why would I waste a good book? But it's not going to be a waste. I'm going to repurpose it. And these are books that would very likely end up in the landfill anyway or in the trash because they're old and people just don't want them anymore. But I'm going to repurpose them and I'm going to turn them into journals. So I'm going to take all of the pages out, and I will actually save a lot of pages from the books to use in my journals as paper. I'm going to take these pages out. I'm going to insert all of my own homemade pages of a whole variety of different kinds of paper. I want to include all kinds of trash paper, you know, old mail that would get thrown in the trash. I want to recycle. I'll use some of our scrapbook paper. I'll use some old wrapping paper I have. I'll use the brown paper that I cut up from the Amazon box, the packaging. I will fill this full of my own pages that I will sew in here, but I will also cover this part of it with a piece of material. And I bought two little kid dresses that were on clearance for 50 cents a piece because today was Children's Clothing Day, and I will repurpose those dresses into binding covers and also, you know, to use in my journals. So I love the print of this journal. I don't know if you can tell, but it has almost like a little ivy on it. I'm holding it upside down. This is an old Reader's Digest book, and I did not realize this when I bought it. This is the same exact kind of book, the Reader's Digest of the lady that I was watching that was creating journals. So this is an old Reader's Digest book. I don't know how old. I love these pages. I'm actually going to keep these so that they'll stay in there. Let's see if there's a date on here. Well, if I can get it open. This is volume 1 from 1973. I think I'll keep some of these front pages in the book just to kind of commemorate the book. So here's this one. I also bought this one. I really like the little mini journals. They get, you know, the journals get way smaller than this, but I like the smaller size too. This was Studies in Doctrine. And, you know me, I didn't even realize this has copyright 1919. Guess what? This may or may not be turned into a journal. I might put this with my antique book collection, but I'm not sure. I think I might rather turn it into a journal. But this will be a maybe, but I love the cloth cover of it. And then the other one is, I want to actually even read you the title of it because it's not a very nice title, but I love the book. It's that fabric material again. It has a really nice binding on it. I will cover this with material. I will cover all of this with material. I'll show you in a minute when I show you the dresses. But again, I will take the pages out. I will make sure the spine of it is sturdy. I may reinforce it with cardboard, and then I will turn this into a journal, a junk journal. For anyone who doesn't know, a junk journal is primarily made from trash. It is made from things that would be recycled. Now, we will add some fun stickers. I say we. You know, I think Kat and Kiwi are going to get into journaling with me. I'm going to add some fun stickers. I also have some cute washi tape and some ribbon and things like that. So I will embellish them. But I want primarily these journals to be made from trash. And you just make art with them. If you find 10 pieces of trash this day, or you find 10 pieces of trash this week, you make a set of pages using that trash. And you just layer it up and you make a design with it and you make it into artwork. This is the next little book I bought. This is so cute. It's a book about dogs. And before I deconstruct this book, I'm going to look at it with Jackson because he will like to look at it for that. So I'm going to not only use every single page in this book, I will use these in my journal. I will use all of the adorable dog pictures in my journal. That's what it is. It's just a big book of dogs. These will be adorable in a journal. And the opposite pages on each one have cute little sayings on them. So I can also use those. And I can also just use the plain part of the paper up here too. So I paid $1. I paid 99 cents for each hardback book. So out of this $1, I can get multiple uses out of it. I will create so much artwork with this book. And then when it's empty and I'm finished with it, I can make a little journal out of the cover of this book too. And I'll probably actually keep the little dog on the cover. I may cover up this part, but I think the cover of this journal will actually have this dog still on it. I may cover the back of it too. We'll just have to see. It's very cute just like it is. So those are the books I bought to turn into journals. These are the amazing finds that I bought to use to cut words out of them so that I'll have words, to cut pictures out of them, to cut graphics out of them. I hit the jackpot here, and Jackson and I are going to read these first also, or look through them. I paid 50 cents each for every one of these National Geographic magazines. These magazines, if you've ever seen a National Geographic magazine, they are absolutely full of pictures. Pictures upon pictures upon pictures. A lot of them have little bonus stuff falling out of them. I will use every single bit of this for journaling. These will make adorable or fancy or cool or amazing, however you want to say it. These will make really cool journal pages. There is a name that people call, and you can tell I'm new to this. I've never actually had a junk journal before. There's a name that they call, I want to call it a spread, but the set of 2 pages. I don't know what that is. But I won't show you every single one of these. There are really some great pictures in them. So once again, I'm repurposing and I'm recycling. I'm using something that they likely would have thrown in the trash after they sat on the shelves for so long. Sorry, it's late and I can't talk. But there are just really, there are pictures of animals. There's pictures of scenery. There's pictures of just anything you could imagine. And I will cut these up and make hundreds of journal pages with them. This one came, I looked at this a minute ago. Oh, this is different. This is different than the one. Several of them have these then. Look at this beautiful map. Look at these pictures. Can you see them? Imagine the beauty I can make with this. I can turn this into art. I've never been into art. I've never been super creative, but I am so excited for this. Even just this. Look at that. If you've never seen junk journaling, I dare you to watch a few videos on it. You can find them everywhere. They're all over TikTok, all over Instagram, and all over YouTube. Just be warned, it's a rabbit hole. Once you go down, it's really easy to get caught up in it. I saved this one out. Jackson's going to really enjoy looking at this. And after we look at it, I'll let him decide if we cut this one up or we keep it like this. But this tells all about the Civil War. See the pictures on this? Look back here. Has Martin Luther King. Lots and lots of different pictures. We will study this and we will look at this and enjoy this, and then this will make some really nice journal pages. So, question. Maybe a rhetorical question. I may be asking it to myself, but I would like your opinion. If I go as deep into the journaling as I think I will, I'll show you the cover of these. I won't show you all of them. If I get as deep into the junk journaling as I seem to be, because it seems to have become very quickly a special interest, and I have just gone down the rabbit hole for 2 or 3 weeks now. Do you guys want updates on it here and there? I won't post on it all the time. I'm still going to post all of our regular day in the life, when we go shopping, our little outings, our little trips. I'm going to post just like I have been. Do you want updates on the journaling, or would it be in my best interest to do a whole separate channel for journaling? Because if I go into it as deep and hard as I seem to be, I don't want to bore you guys with it if you don't care about it. Okay, so there's those. I got this little notepad for 25 cents. I will add these pages into my junk journal when I bind it to put these as pages. Or there's a lot of ways to make envelopes and pockets, so maybe these would come out of the pocket. I bought these for 79 cents. Of course, they're old. They're from this year, and this year is quickly coming to an end. But what I want to do is, in a lot of the junk journals, they'll put a calendar like this, and each day they'll just do one inch square of a piece of trash that shows something from that day, a memory of that day. It could be from a favorite drink, it could be something you made for dinner, something that came in the mail, anything you want to put that day. So even if these are the wrong month, I can cover the month up, and I don't care if the days of the week are right. I want to use all the squares on the full grid and fill it with different squares of memories. These also came with envelopes and notepads, which will be really useful to use as pages or as inserts. So I got 2 of those. They're different, but they'll be used for the same thing. I could also, instead of gluing this down on the pages, I could actually use this as a page. So we'll figure that out when we get there. Here's another book I got. This is probably one of my favorites. I love this era. This is the Victoria and Albert Museum Souvenir Guide. Look at the picture on the back. I thought these people would be really fun to add to some of my pages. There's also, there's clothing, there's just some patterns that I can use. There's a lot of black and white pictures. I'm sorry I'm looking, not at you, but at the picture on my camera because I'm making sure that you guys can see actually what I'm trying to show you. I love this era. I love this style of pictures. I don't really know what you call it. I guess just the Victoria era. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So I can get creative with that. I bought 2 more books to cut pictures out of. And all of these soft books, the softback books were 50 cents. The hardback books were $1. This one has the same thing. It has a lot of older pictures. And it has a lot of, from what I remember seeing, is pictures of people in it. There's a picture of an envelope. How cute is that? Again, I won't show you all of it. You get the idea. I can cut every single one of these out and use it. And even just the pictures on the back. Look how cute this is. And here's another one. So I can, use that. And then one other, something different that wasn't people. I bought an outdoor book that has a whole lot of grass, a whole lot of flowers. It has some pictures of houses and gardens. Again, I could make how many journals just from the materials I bought today. Wow, I actually got a little map that was stuck inside that the owners left in there. That is a map of Taos, New Mexico. I've been to Taos many times skiing back in my younger years. I wouldn't dare get on skis now. I'll use that in my journal too. That was all the stuff I bought for the papers of the journal or for making the covers of the journal. And here are the 2 little dresses that I bought. This one right here, I'm almost sad to deconstruct this. I know this is old. This is actually hand sewn, I think. I couldn't find any tags in it. I think somebody actually made this by hand. Or not by hand, probably on a sewing machine, but you know what I mean. Somebody made this from a pattern and not bought it at a store. I think it's so cute. I don't picture very many little girls in this day and age wearing a dress like this. But I think it'll be really cute. And again, I'm not going to feel guilty because I'm not throwing it away. I'm not tearing it up for no reason. I'm going to repurpose it and I'm going to give it a new life. So I think I can bind, let me show you. Just for an example, we'll use this one. You could use any piece of material. You can cover the whole book. But if you want this part to show, you just bind this part and you unravel this really cute and you bind this and you make the binding. This doesn't match this book very well, but I'll use it for that. Or I may use it on a book that I cover the whole book and cover the whole book in this material. And I can even repurpose the collar and put it on the front of the book. And I can cut out the apple and put it on the front of the journal. So I'm going to give this dress a new life. I'm not actually just going to tear it up and destroy it. You wait and see. It might take me a while. I have several journals that I want to make. I'm really, really excited. Maybe I'll gift them for Christmas. Maybe I'll just gift them to my grandkids if they want them. Maybe I'll just keep a collection because I don't plan on writing in all of them. Of course, most of them will be full of junk and trash by the time I'm finished with them. Maybe I'll just store them on a shelf and just take them out and look at them for my own purposes, for my own joy. So you just wait. I'm going to repurpose this. You're going to see a junk journal that looks like this on the outside. And the other dress I bought is this one. And again, it's an adorable dress. I paid 50 cents for it. I can even use the buttons. There's a way to use buttons. Can you see it? They're little circle dots. Look like little mushrooms. I can use the buttons. I can use even maybe some of this and make something cute with it. I can make a clasp that closes the journal that uses this material. For instance, if I covered just the spine of this in the material, then I could fasten a little button on here and make a little clasp, maybe with the elastic to close it. And I won't get rid of a single scrap of this material because I can also use it in the journal. I can tear cute little pieces off of it and decorate pages in the journals. So there we have it. I paid for everything that I bought today. Is this all that I bought? Oh, no, I bought something for Jackson that I already gave to him. They had a little, I'm sure it was made for maybe a dog at some time or a party favor or a costume. It was a little bitty silver glittery party hat with a strap. Tiny. And I knew he would love to put it on his stuffed animals. He was elated with it. But for everything I bought today, I think I spent $19. So not bad because I'm going to get months, if not years, of fun out of these items. It's definitely worth it to me. I have not had a hobby probably since before Jackson was born. Of course, I like to read, and now I have the hobby of making YouTube videos. I can chat with you guys for a long time. I love making videos for you. But it's nice to have another hobby that I can do. I can only read and I can only make videos when the house is quiet. Or, as we do an activity. This is something I can do. I can tune everybody else out and sit at my kitchen table and I can journal, or I can still talk to Jackson while I journal, or I can still be, keeping up with the household chores and things that I need to do and still journal. And my table doesn't stay cleaned off very often. I cleaned the table off 2 days ago, but then I put my journaling stuff right back on it, and that whole half of it over there is full of journaling stuff. Let me give you a look. There's all the stuff I just showed you. There's the burp cloth. This is journaling stuff. This is journaling stuff. And also, of course, this is Jackson's magnet stuff. And this is markers and pens and crayons and some of our homeschool stuff. But as you can also see, we are trying something new on our table. Did I already show you this? Tell me what you think. I got tired of the tablecloth. We could not play board games. We could not color very well. It was constantly wrinkling up under our stuff. This is contact paper. I just wanted to try it to see if I like having the table white. I wanted to see how it would look. I actually do like it. It makes our workspace so much brighter. It does have some creases in it because my table has a split right here and things like that, and it won't last forever. But for the price I paid to put this down, ew, that must be off those clothes, gross. For the price I paid to put this down, we could easily replace it if it messes up, or maybe I'll decide one day to paint it white. I'm not sure yet. But what do you think? Did you like it brown? Did you like the tablecloth on it? Or do you like it white? And of course, I do still have the tablecloth. If I want to have it down here for, hosting Thanksgiving dinner or something like that, I do still have it. I can still use it. I can still put it on when we want to put it on, but it doesn't have to be on. We have really enjoyed this. It is so easy to wipe this off. Anything that spills just wipes up. It's easy to color or write on it because it's not textured like our table or the tablecloth was. And like I said, I love the bright white. It makes it so much easier to see what we're doing when we work a puzzle or play a game or anything like that. Well, that is going to be it for today's video. Ignore my dirty kitchen. I have not even washed my dishes or anything yet. By the time the house got quiet, I got Jackson to sleep, and Jackie got busy doing some work. And then we had a Walmart order show up at 9 o'clock, so I put that away. I thought, you know what, if I don't make this video now, I'm not going to get it made. But I want to sort this stuff. I want to get the baby birth cloths mailed off tomorrow. And I want to get some of this, even if I don't take it out of the kitchen, I want to get it organized and stacked up. I believe tomorrow, I'm trying to decide, would it be easier to store the magazines? I think so. Or would it be easier to cut out all the things I would want and store them together? I think it would be easier to store the magazines and then just flip through and find what I want. But as always, thank you for watching. Please be sure and let me know. Do you want to continue to have small updates here and there of the journaling? Do you want to see the progress of me creating a junk journal? Not even just the pages, but creating the actual journal out of a book? Or would you rather me not post that stuff here and just keep this channel just solely for regular day in the life, all things autism, all things family, you know, homeschool? I already have quite a Mod Podge of content, but I like to keep it real. Like, I made the channel to show my life, and this is my life. And sometimes my life takes, you know, all different directions. So, as always, I want to remind you this every time. I want to remind myself to remind you this every time. Do something nice for yourself. Get yourself a hobby. Create something. Whatever it is, whatever you want to do, do something nice for yourself. Have a great day. I will see you next time.